All right, Gina,
Chinese.
you ready to be counted in?
I'm ready. I'm turning Japanese.
Ready in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Where my mom's at? Where my mom's wearing thongs, hitting bongs at? Raising kids, cleaning shits, need a long nap. Where my mom's at?
Where my mom's at podcast with Christina P.
Uh-oh. Check it out. Ooh. It's finally here. We're finally here in the new studio. I'm here with my booth boys in their brand new booth. What's up? Annie, Chris, Zolo,
What's
Chad.
up?
We're finally out of Annie's house. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. I still have like 3,700 cables sitting in different rooms and
the
cameras
boxes.
and lights. But yeah, it's awesome. I'm glad we're here, man. Your set looks fucking sick.
And you guys crushed it. Thank you so much. I know you guys worked so hard to get this done. This has been months and months and months in the making and the designing. And as you can see, the set, we'll give you, I'm sure, a tour on our social media. But this is just how the inside of my brain is. This is what I wanted, is like my teenage dream, my teenage bedroom. And apparently I have the aesthetic taste of an angry adolescent boy, because this is everything I love. I love. We have the Queen, Susie Sue, behind me. If you don't know who that is, Susie and the Band. She's probably one of the most underrated Halar punk rock singers or whatever, goth punk of all time. And I know, I'm so glad Stupid Nadav isn't here to shame me for my love of goth culture. How dare you? But yeah, this is extraordinary, and I'm so happy. I feel like we finally settled in now into Texas. I'm not just a vacationer. I've got a bedroom now to come to. So very good. Okay, first up, let's do some dates on the board. This comes out on April 25th, correct? This show? Oh, I'm proud to announce last year I came out as bisexual. This year I came out as poly. And Chips in a Bowl, huge announcement, May 8th, Mother's Day, my Netflix special, Mom Jeans, comes out. Boo, 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 boo. Yes, I'm so fucking stoked. Dude, I've been working on that thing for years. I was supposed to shoot Mom Jeans before the pandemic happened, and then the world changed, and I rewrote a lot of it, and then I worked it in a lot of red states, because those were the only places open to do stand-up comedy. So it was a very cool, bizarro thing, and I'm really proud of it. And there's a lot of cool Easter eggs in Mom Jeans for YMH Studios fans and listeners. I got away with a lot of stuff. I won't say too much, but it was pretty rad. Okay, so if you're hearing this now, May 3rd, one night only at the Regent Theater in Los Angeles. I'm part of the Netflix Is a Joke Comedy Festival, so come see me there. There's a handful of tickets left. And then finally, I think Cap City's going to be open. They say by May 18th. I'm going to start doing Cap City like once every few weeks or something. And then Irvine, the Irvine Improv, May 20th and 21st. I'm stoked for that. June 4th, one night at the Borgata in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Boston, massive, huge tits at the Wilbur. Tickets are almost gone for that one, so get them now. And then Washington, D.C., July 15th, 16th. I'm stoked for that, D.C. Improv. And then I go to Manfred Disco, Cobb's Comedy Club, July 29th and 30th. And then one night at the Neptune in Seattle. Tickets are almost gone for that one as well. And then Cleveland, Mini Apple Tits in the summertime, Gashville, Tennessee in October. And this is it for now, ChristinaPOnline.com. I'm going to do more dates, but my husband's touring, so it's really tricky with two kids, especially when you actually want to raise them. Can't really leave them alone a whole lot, so I take them with me, which is fucking horrible too. But hey, part of it's just you do what you have to do, and so I'm in a lot of updates in the Segura household. So the kids are sick again. We came back from Chicago this last weekend, and it was super fun. My husband had his birthday shows. He sold out arenas now. It is bonkers bananas how much our lives have changed since we started stand up back in, I don't know, Oh my God, when he was 23 and I was 26. So lifetime together. So we brought the kids and, they went to the Children's Museum out in Chicago and it was cold as shit. And like, I love these museums and these places, but that's where you pick up disease. These are just places for your kids to get sick. That's the trade-off is you're like, well, they're going to have a few hours of good fun. And if there's a ball pit, forget about it. Your kids are going to vomit after. The ball pit is where you catch a stomach bug. I'm convinced of this. So by the time we got home from Chicago 2 days ago, I was like, oh, I don't feel good. Ellis doesn't feel good. So we were up all night and, good fun. Everybody's sick. I don't have COVID though, which is nice. We just tested me for that. And all chicken shit in a dove. Oh, I have to fly to Israel tomorrow. Didn't even want to be in the same room with me. What is he doing going to Israel? Anyway, what is it, family?
I think he's got family over there or something.
Yeah. What do you guys do over there? What's the big fun? I heard it's actually popping.
Yeah, it's actually pretty popping.
Yeah.
It's a big party country. Like Tel Aviv's awesome. Then Jerusalem, like they just like shut that down, like, and just everyone parties there too. Yeah, it's fun. I went on Birthright a couple of years back.
That is so fun. So what do you do on Birthright? You show up and you're like, what's up? I'm Jewish. I'm 18. I'm ready to fuck.
Basically, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a free trip for 10 days.
Dope.
They cover everything. They fly you out there. They put you up for 10 days. And they show you, like, everything Israel has to offer. Like, just all the best possible things that the country
It sounds
has.
like a timeshare pitch.
Oh, yeah.
It's when they're like, come to Vegas and we'll put you up and then but you have to go look at the real estate.
Well,
and then sign up for a timeshare.
By the time you're leaving, you're like, should I join the IDF? Like, they brainwash you.
That's smart.
Yeah.
The first one's always free.
Yeah. And they try to set you up with, like, Jewish girls or vice
Hell
versa.
yeah,
like,
dog.
They had, like, a little icebreaker at the beginning, and I've never had an icebreaker where they're like, okay, so everyone say if you're single or in a relationship. Like, that was the first thing.
Because they want you to have sex. Because they know once you're pair bonded, your adolescent hormones are fulfilled, you're going to want to stay. God, they're so smart.
And they want you to make more Jews.
Of course.
That's a big thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
God, that's so sneaky. I like that.
I know. It's fun, though. It was a good time.
So you party, you drink. Did you hook up with any Jewish broads?
I didn't, no.
No.
But I was in a relationship when I went there.
You're such a good boy like
I
that.
know,
You're
I
a
know.
relationship guy.
Yeah.
You're the marrying kind. I like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you are. You're quality. Josh Solo's quality. Let me tell you something. No, I think you're good. I was just telling someone about that. I was like, I think I want to marry off Josh Solo, but I know you're with somebody.
Who do you want to marry me off to?
I wanted to marry off to Chase, but then I was like, oh, she's too old for you because you're too young.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the prototype though. Josh Solo's the marrying kind.
Oh, well, thank
Chad
you.
is slowly moving into marrying kind. I think you went from. I'm gonna say you went from like moody bachelor. Are you a relationship guy, Chad?
I'm slowly becoming one.
I knew
Yeah,
it. Moody
yeah.
bachelor, and now you're like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I kind of talked to Drew about that a little bit.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, back in my younger days, I was maybe less into commitment, and now that I'm getting older, I kind of see the value in it.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
the value?
I don't know.
I know. Yeah, I know. What's the value? No, I'm just kidding. I think the value is that well, your life gets less chaotic, right? You have to choose the right. It's like you find someone who's got the right set of unconscious dramas going on that are a good match for your unconscious dramas, which is why it's so hard to choose a good compatible mate, right? Because
Yeah, you want a partner that you can like rely on to help you get shit done, really.
yeah, you want a partner. So it's got to be about teamwork because
Right.
teamwork makes the dream work, right? So like, especially in a marriage, teamwork for career, teamwork for children, because that's it. So someone who you make a good pair with, but then also who doesn't completely ruin your life. Because like I see guys marry chicks that ruin their lives a lot.
Yeah, no drama. Me and Annie were talking about that the
Well,
other day.
any knows drama.
Nah, man. I was saying I
likes the drama.
don't allow it.
Drama makes your dick hard, though, Eddie. I thought.
No, like chaos could make my dick hard, but it's not like I don't like drama. Like when it's a problem. We were talking about. I asked, what would you do if your girl asked if she looks fat in a dress and she does look fat as fuck in that dress, what are you saying to her? And I'm saying, I said that I would tell her the truth. I'd be like, yeah, you look fat as shit. You don't need that. Like, that's a bad dress for you. You should throw it away. And they were like, yeah, well, you like drama. So, that makes sense. I'm like, no, what? No, I would not allow, if a girl asked that question and then I gave her the truth and she responded to that with drama, it's like, why did you ask me that question then? What was the point of that question? She just wants
you to say, no, you look amazing.
Well, then tell me that.
Because girls don't see, that's the thing. So you're with a girl who's going to set you up for failure. It's like when older women ask so my son Ellis is in this phase of asking women how old they are. And it's so cool. It's so funny because like he asks me 1,000 times a day, how old are you? I'm like 45. 45 is older than 43. Dad is 43. And I'm like, yep. And then you'll be 46. I'm like, yeah, I got it. Thanks. 46. I got it in June. Yes, I'm dying slowly. Thank you. So he's into this time where he's asking women, like strangers, like, how old are you? And so there's a swimming instructor that came to the house for Julian. And he's like, how old are you? And I'm like, buddy, you can ask really young girls that, but you can't ask like older women that because they get offended for some reason. Like it's a cultural whatever. And there was this lady at the airport and he's like, how old are you? And she did the whole, how old do you think I am? And I'm like, you fucking cunt. Like that is setting up that kid. Whenever someone says, how old do you think I am? It's a coy way of asking for a compliment. It's what she's doing to you is, do I look fat in this dress? Bitch, you look fat in this dress. If you thought you didn't look fat in the dress, you wouldn't ask for outside confirmation, So she's setting you up. It's the how old do you think I look question, to which there's no right answer unless it's 25 or you look great. She's wanting a compliment.
Yeah, I mean, I get that if I don't know the girl, though. Like, if she said, like that question comes up when I don't know her. So she's like, how old do you think I am? It's kind of like we're flirting, It's like, okay, now I can say some shit. We could play games. But if we're together, you're my girl and you're asking me. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, though? It's like.
But that's what I'm saying. So you can't marry well, you're not going to get married maybe, but the drama bitch, that's a bitch that wants to set you up for dramatic interaction all the time. So don't marry that bitch.
Yeah, no.
Don't compliment that bitch. Don't marry that bitch.
Fucking don't compliment that bitch.
Don't compliment that bitch. Because she's coming at you sideways, bro. She's coming at you sideways. What's a soy boy? You guys were saying this earlier.
Soy boy is like
I'm trying to stay cool, guys.
It's not really used unless it's kind of ironic, but soy boy is like beta, cuck. It's all the same.
Oh,
shit.
See, I thought it was an Asian slang, an Asian slur. Soy boy. No. So meaning he drinks soy milk instead of regular.
That's like you weak. Yeah.
Weak as fuck. Soy boy is a pejorative term in online communities to describe men lacking masculine compared to the terms cuck and low T.
Low T's fun.
I like low T.
I like low T a lot.
That's really funny. Low T. Two other terms popularly used as an insult for male femininity by online communities.
Wait a minute. There's a brand called Soy Boy. They actually made it. Bulk and retail organic tofu. If that ain't the most soy boy shit.
That is soy boy shit. Well, I mean, yeah, they're embracing that. I think that's fucking hilarious. But this is good. This is why this is good. Because remember, we had Dr. Deborah So on our show, and she wrote a book called The End of Gender. And it's not what you think it is, because it sounds like she'd be pro this whole like non-binary. My pronouns are da da da, and that there's no such thing as gender. But she's actually the opposite, where she's like, no, I'm a scientist. I've studied sexuality. I've studied it. There's just two different types of gonads, dude. Like either you're making estrogen or you're making low T. And what's wrong with you can be a boy and a girl, but then have a spectrum of different personality traits, like variants to that, rather than just negating gender altogether. Maybe you're a feminine male and you're a masculine girl and da 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 da. And I tend to agree with that. And that's good. I'd rather know what I'm getting into. I'd rather know that you're a soy boy up front so I can be like, deuce, peace, get the fuck out of here. Because I'm trying to think like, because I used to be a feminist. Like, I really did. I used to be so much more of a feminist.
When it just meant supporting women.
Back at what?
Back when it literally just meant supporting women.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it means turning people into women. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, like I agree because we have to share the earth with men. I don't want to dominate men. We have to exist with men. So what is this nonsense? The future is female, or I see these slogans like, I was in Starbucks and it was like, who rule the world, right? This is Beyonce, right? I know it's a Beyonce song. When girls rule the world. And it's like, no, they don't. No, they don't. They actually don't. And why do we have to assert dominance over anybody? Like women rule the world. Well, we do actually in some regards, right? But not.
Women do have power. Yes,
that's what I'm saying. It's not that we are powerless. It's that does it have to be a male form of power in order to be valid? Do you know what I mean? I think instead of saying we have to run the world, why can't we just be like, we co-run the world? You know, like we have different areas that we're strong at. Let's be honest. So my point being, I was a feminist for a very long time, especially in college. And I read my Simone de Beauvoir and I read all these feminists. And I was like, yeah, fucking gender's a construct, man. It's not real. It's not real. Because here I am, you know, I'm this punk as fuck chick. And I got short hair. And this is in the 90s when like you could be a little more on the gender, whatever, weird spectrum. And I was like, yeah, men can be women can be, who gives a shit. And then you have babies. And you're like, oh, no, this is very basic gender stuff. Like my husband nutted in me because he's a boy and I had the ovaries because I'm a girl. And then the baby came out of me. And there's a lot of inequality in that. Like it is vastly unequal having a child. The woman cares for the baby, the infant, because the infant needs to drink milk off of you. And then your husband doesn't know what the fuck to do because he's a dude and doesn't generally have the makeup to do these, the hormones and this and that. So like, I don't know. And I'm quite comfortable with this division of labor now. Like my husband goes out and does the work and I get to stay home and have my cool set every now and then. And, you know, essentially my focus is my kids. And I don't know, do I feel less powerful? Actually, I'd say I kind of won the lottery. Like the point being, my husband's in a different city every night working and I'm home and getting to chill with my kids. I think it turned out pretty fucking great. Like who's got the more power? My husband in the world, obviously. But in terms of quality of life, I got it pretty good. Like I don't mind being a second class citizen if it means like I don't have to be in a different city every night, you know? Like, I mean, yeah, it's cool to vote and stuff, but I don't fucking care. I don't know. I think it's a lie too that we're telling girls like, oh, you can have it all. You can have it all. Like, not really. You can, but something has to suffer. You got to make choices. There's decisions to be made. Like if you want to rule the world and be a lady, okay, you can do that. So let's think about it. Then who's raising the kids if you choose to have kids? It ain't your husband, most likely, unless you've got a soy boy who wants to do that. And then, so you have to know this about yourself. Go marry a soy. Do soy boys take care of kids? I'm hoping.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great. So then marry that guy. Then you have to know this about yourself. Like, I'm going to rule the world. So someone else is going to be raising our kids. It's going to be a beta male.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're like, I'm not going to rule. Guess what? This lifetime, I'm not ruling shit. I might have a little dent in things. I might peek my head out of my mom hole, but my mom hole. Ew. That didn't sound good. But I ain't ruining the world. And this is nonsense. We're selling women this myth, this feminist myth that you can have everything all the time. It's just not the truth. It's not the truth. You can have some of it some of the time, but dudes have the right to like pump out kids and be like, later, I'm gonna go to work. That's not. I mean, if you do it as a woman,
I would
someone else is
argue
raising your kids.
I would argue that a lot of girls don't want that life.
Which
like
life?
it's not that
Which
they
life?
can't having all the power, getting everything that you want. I would argue that they could get absolutely. You can have that if you want it, but there's things that come with that a lot of women don't want. Like for instance, dudes coming to them,
life.
say goodbye to that shit. Every dude is gonna be intimidated if you're the type of girl that has everything. Like you just got all your shit lined up. You know you're like CEO of a company and you got millions or whatever. Like dudes are not just gonna approach you and try to get like you are now intimidating as fuck to like 90% of dudes, and so you're gonna be going for what like high class. Even that they're not gonna approach. I think that there's a lot of consequences that come with getting
being it's true. Okay, so let's talk about this because
girls don't want that.
This is a very interesting point. It's actually very interesting, right? So if you're an alpha bitch, which I've considered myself kind of an alpha bitch my whole life, there's a worry, right? If I'm too smart, and I've had boyfriends in the past being like, it's too much pressure being your boyfriend. I don't want to be your boyfriend. And I was like, all right, kick rocks, loser. So I think it takes a type of dude that's comfortable with that, though. I feel like my husband was very comfortable with me wanting to be successful too. So that's rare.
Yeah, I kind of prefer that actually.
So Chad, go ahead.
Yeah, I would prefer that. I do appreciate women who are successful and know what they are doing and good at what they do. I respect intelligence, so like I'm kind of into that thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Would you stay home with the babies though? See?
No, I would probably hire somebody.
See, that's the difference. One of you got to stay home with the babies, or you outsource it, which is fine too. It's tricky, but I don't see. Here's the deal, I agree with you. So I've had several friends who are like, I'm too successful. Men don't like me. Da 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 da. But you find out that their personalities also are kind of nutty.
I think a lot of those women are full of shit. Like Kevin Samuels talks about that a lot. He's like, no one's intimidated by you.
Yeah. I wonder, because I've had friends who are like, I'm too successful, I'm too hot. And it's like, no, you're too crazy. You need to go to therapy.
But that's what I mean.
You're fucked up.
I don't mean to say that like we feel emasculated or anything. It's just that like, why would you want to approach that vibe? That's what I'm talking about.
The vibe sucks. If she's if she's a superiority vibe, like, is that what you're saying?
Right.
Like, I got my shit, fuck you. Well then, what do you need me for, bitch?
Right.
I agree.
And you know getting into that relationship, it's going to be nothing but like, here's what you need to fix now that you're with me. Like, you need to do this, that, fix that. This is optimal. Go ahead and change this about yourself. We hate that. You need to change the way you look. I don't like the way you look, dress, smell. You need to change all that
like
shit.
Sounds like personal experience. What happened?
Yeah, I definitely have dated a couple of those. Yeah, and that's what it becomes for sure.
See, so is that a symptom of them being successful or just like the personality type?
I think that's more narcissism and just control. That doesn't necessarily go with success.
Success, yeah. Because here's, like, I've always said this on this show. I'm very open with it. Like, I may be an alpha in the streets, but I'm a beta in the sheets, bitch. Like, when I get home, I'm very comfortable with Tom being the masculine energy in the home. He's the dude. So he takes out trash. He does car things. He's the primary earner of the house. And we celebrate his success and like, it's amazing. And then I fucking bake cookies and I lick his nuts when he sells out arenas. Like, that's my job. And I'm really comfortable with, because there is power in being the head of the home. You create a home. That's a special thing. And I think that's been lacking in like this women's movement of like, well, what about bitches that want to like stay home and make cookies and make their home rad and make it a loving place to foster human life? Like, that's so valuable. I don't know. That's just.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a reason that dynamic has worked for so long.
Century. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And not to say that there aren't variants on it. And like, if you want to be outside of the home, fine, dude, fine. But I'll never forget Ariana Huffington one time gave this interview, and she has kids, right? Will you Google that, if Ariana Huffington? So she created the Huffington Post, and I used to watch these Oprah Super Soul Sundays. And Ariana Huffington goes, One morning, I woke up at my desk and I woke up in a pool of my own blood. Like she had bled out of her nose for working so hard to make the Huffington Post a thing. And I'm like, why? What are you doing? Does she have kids? She has 2 children.
Yeah, she has 2.
So it's like, what are you doing? You're not taking care of yourself for your family, for your kids. I don't know. Anyway, that's where I'm at.
To finalize on what I was saying,
go ahead,
too.
Annie. Go ahead.
It like the difference, the biggest difference is that we were talking about girls who saying they want to get, you can have everything. You can have everything you want.
Nobody gets
I'm
everything.
not just talking about successful women. I'm talking about the women that want to go for everything, be like the queen of everything. That's the type of chick that you get. It is the narcissist type of
It's crazy. And
craziness.
And by the way, nobody gets everything.
Right. That's
nobody.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, men, women, dog, cat, bird. Nobody gets. It's not possible, and it's not attainable. I remember I watched this documentary about Beyonce, and she gave birth to her set of twins, and then 10 weeks later, or whatever, got ready to do Coachella, where she did that amazing performance. But I was like, so literally she gave birth, and then she's like, and then I started dancing every day and training, and then I'm like, why? So that you could be at Coachella? And it was amazing. It was a legendary performance. Don't get me wrong, but you're like, you just missed out on like the first 10 weeks of your twins' lives. I don't know. To me, and you're already rich, you're already famous. Everybody knows you and adores you. Like, you couldn't be like, hey, maybe next Coachella. How about I take this one off and I stay home with my kids? And I get, am I shaming? I don't know. I guess in mom culture, yeah. But I'm like, why are we celebrating the woman that's like, yeah, I pumped out kids, but I got to go do this Coachella performance? Like, fucking no. I don't know what happened in our society, like where the priorities went completely opposite. Like, that's a man's priority. Like, yeah, I got to get fucked out, I'm working. Like, why is that more validated? Because she took a male perspective.
Yeah, I actually, that was one of my biggest gripes of, I watched Inventing Anna finally.
Anna Dalve.
Yeah, it was a dope show, and I don't know if this part was fictional or not, but the reporter, I don't know if this is true, but the reporter just completely disregarding the fucking baby that was growing inside of her. That was like the most annoying shit. You're just, and I felt like it was being celebrated, like, yeah, but she's a go-getter. Like, she's ruining this kid's and marriage. What the fuck? Should not be fucking rewarded.
I agree. I agree. That annoyed me too, that she was like, it's okay, I'm just having contractions. I got to get the story. Like, just don't do it.
That was so annoying. And that Soy Boy fucking husband just dealing with it. Unbelievable. Yeah, like, it's okay it's nice to be pregnant, and you may only do it once in your life. So just enjoy it and take care of yourself. Like, I think that's where we do ourselves a disservice as women, instead of just being like, hey, this is a priority. Like, I need to take care of myself, and making babies is awesome and powerful. And that's my power, my superpower. Like, nah, I don't, whatever.
Yeah, it's almost like saying like your natural like gifts aren't enough.
Right,
like,
right.
You need to do more.
Well, you need to do what the man does in order to be validated. And that's just not, instead I'm proposing that a power dynamic could be more like, well, this is what a woman does, and it's inherently powerful just as what he does, whatever.
Totally.
I'm done talking about this. I'm going to throw up on myself. Okay. Let's do some follow-ups. So I have a Juju update. I know some of you guys, I mentioned that Julian was not sleeping in Sir was not sleeping in his own room. And so here's what I did. I consulted a child psychologist, actually. I put the baby gates up on his door to act as a visual deterrence. Within seconds, he and his brother had figured out how to open them, and were playing with them, jumping over them, jumping under them, slamming them. So I'm like, I fucked that up. That's not going to work. And I didn't have the heart to lock him in. I can't do that. He's too old for that. So the proposed method is the psychologist told me, so if you guys are having pop-up issues, is you explain to them throughout the day, hey, you're going to sleep in your own room. You're going to sleep in your own room. And then when the time comes, they come to your bed. You stay emotionless and flat. Yeah, right. And then you put the kid back into their bed. Good night, I love you, and then walk away. And you just keep doing this until they stay in their own beds. By the way, what parent, after getting woken up 5 times in the night at 3 a.m. is emotionless and calm? You're not going to be that way. But her point was that, like, they're so they're not online, you know, like their brains are still asleep when they're doing this stuff, that you're not going to be able to really talk to them or reason with them. So just keep doing it. The first night's going to suck the worst. She said the second night will get better. And by the third night, it should be done. So this is like just redoing sleep training. But
3 nights.
It takes 3 nights to
Whoa.
sleep train a kid. Yeah. Yeah.
How is this
so
different
awful.
from what you've been doing?
So what you, well, you
It's
do
the
it as
emotionlessness.
you do it as, yeah. And I like, he'll be like, give me a snuggle. And then I'll do it like, okay.
Oh, okay, you're giving in.
I'm giving in. I'm not being,
You're too nice.
I'm too nice. And I'm too much of a loving mommy. Instead of just being like, bye-bye, good night, cry, run after me. Okay, go back. So I'm going to have to plan a time when Tom is home to help me do this shit, because it is so taxing emotionally. And like, it's going to wreck 3 days of my life. Like, I need backup. So he did sleep in his bed for 2 nights on his own accord, which was cool. I didn't have to do shit. I just spent a lot of time with him during the day. And then everyone's sick. So like, they're allowed to sleep in mommy's bed when they're sick. That's the rule, because it's just easier to fucking handle them. So we'll see.
Don't forget, if you need backup, hall monitor.
It's literally
24/7 service.
It's literally the hall monitor. Like that is what the child psychologists that do, which is amazing. She's like, get a scary guy to stand in your hallway. Okay, I am so happy. Let's do some follow-ups, you guys. Really good follow-ups. By the way, if you have any, email me, wheremymomsat@gmail.com. Leave me a voicemail, 213-375-5184. Want to talk some shit? 213. Okay, here we go. Tuck it easy. Tuck it easy. At the end of episode 137, Christina talks about the store owner that used to tell everyone to tuck it easy. That's this guy in Burbank. Tuck it easy. I remember one of my Middle Eastern friends once told me that his immigrant dad loves to tell people to tuck it easy because it sounds like a phrase in Arabic that means something like later, asshole, or something to that effect. It made me laugh. Most people are assholes, and it's a nice little way to vent, especially if most people are unaware of what it means. I think it's hilarious. I love that. Thank you, Emily, for writing in. Very true. It could mean sound probably does sound something in Arabic, like go fuck your mother, which is great. Okay. Let's see. I asked about kindergarten pride debate. So there was a deal about kindergartners participating in pride parades. I thought this perspective was interesting. I was listening to the kindergarten pride debate from episode 137 and thought I'd weigh in with my 2 cents. I'm in my mid-20s and was raised in a family with 2 moms in Southern California. When I was in kindergarten in the early 2000s, the world was a very different place, and it was pretty standard for me to get unwanted attention due to my family of origin. While I am very impressed with the progress made in our society concerning the acceptance of non-traditional relationships, I think that having a pride parade in kindergarten is a step too far. I completely agree with your intuition that children in kindergarten are not developed enough to even understand what sexuality is, and I believe that any conversation that involves sexuality completely misses the point. In kindergarten, the conversation should only focus on the idea that non-traditional relationships and families are okay, and that they are just as valid as their traditional counterparts. This could be as simple as including families with 2 moms, 2 dads, single parents, or only grandparents in the curriculum. The goal should be to foster a general sense of acceptance without the spectacle of serious conversation, so that later, when some of these kids do end up being gay, they don't hate themselves or hated by their peers. That's true. That's a good idea. I do remember growing up that they never, like in school, they'd be like, draw your family and mommy, daddy, kid, right? And then I was like, but what about divorced parents or parents or step families and such? So I know, like, or what about you don't know who your dad is? Like they never allotted for that, and I agree that just making that bit seem okay. I don't know, dude. The fuck do I know? I'm not a therapist. Yeah, I think that's fine. Elementary crush. My wife and I have 5 kids. Oh, we're talking about elementary school crushes. 4 girls and a boy. Holy shit. 3 are out of the house and in college. The younger 2 are in 1st and 3rd grade. The older kids had crushes, and now the younger girls have crushes too. It's all good. Not a big deal. Our only difference is the younger girls get away with a lot more shit because we're worn the fuck out. There you go. Touch my crushes through the fence. So I guess this person's saying like, not a big deal. I think it's not a big deal. All right. What about, do we have voicemails for follow-ups? Let's hear what the world has to say. Are you worried about all the chemicals you're using to keep your yard looking at its best? Traditional lawn care lays down 90 million pounds of pesticides each year. Yuck. And especially if you've got little kids and doggies like I do running around on the lawn, you don't want all that stuff on your grass, which is why I like Sunday. Sunday, it's different. They're on a mission to change how people care for their yards. Sunday can help you grow a beautiful lawn without the guesswork or the nasty chemicals. Their custom plans include fertilizer and everything you need to easily care for your lawn, and with ingredients like, get this, seaweed, iron, and molasses, you can feel good with the kids and the pets being around. It's so easy. You just take a quiz online. They send you go to sunday.com, you put in your address, and their lawn analysis tool does the rest. They send it to you. There's a pouch. You put it on the garden hose and you spray it. And Sunday is offering our listeners 20% off. Full season plans start at just $129, and you can get 20% off at checkout when you visit getsunday.com/WMMA. That's 20% off your custom plan at getsunday.com/WMMA.
Hey, Mommy. It's Jordan from Denver. Heard about the bath bomb sish that you were talking about. Real quick.
Okay.
I only advise using bath bombs from Lush.
Oh.
They invented the bath bomb back in 1994. Theirs are the only ones that have, like, approved ingredients and all natural ingredients that aren't going to mess with your skin while you're taking a nice tingly bath. Bet I'm coming up in May.
He sounded did he sound like he was in a bathtub when he did that?
It sounded like he was doing something.
He was touching himself with the
Yeah,
bath
what
bomb.
the
He's putting a bath bomb in his shrink there.
Tingly.
Bath bomb enthusiast right there. Lush.
You nasty as hell. Fuck off. All right, what's the next one?
We got a couple more here.
Okay, Mommy.
Hey, Christina. Hey, Booth Boys. I am watching episode 138, Builders and Breakers.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you guys are talking about how you're just realizing that picture frames can have their pictures replaced.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Well, try this out. You put your two favorite pictures both in the picture frame, and you just swap them back and forth every time you get bored of one. Anyways, there's another Pazsitzky effect. You can have two pictures in the
That's
picture
crazy
frame.
talk, bro.
Have a good day.
I mean, I think I have a solution to all of this. Buy more frames.
I know.
I don't get all of this switching pictures.
I know, but can I tell you something? Ever since someone told me that you can switch the pictures, I've been thinking about it. It's been like 2 weeks of like, I can't believe you can switch out pictures and frames. I thought they were just locked. Locked.
But it's so much work.
It's so much work. That's what
you gotta undo all the little clasps.
Oh, and it hurts your
on the
thumb.
back, hurts your fingers. Yeah, you break your nails or something. It's so much work just for the different picture. You could keep looking at that picture. It's okay. You could just have one picture.
I know. Or you can just frame more. I do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I do it like an online, like an app I have. You just send the picture there and then they mail it to you. It's so much easier. Okay, here's some other follow-up. This makes me laugh so fucking. This is so stupid. Hey, Christina, my husband got me into listening to you, and one of the episodes got me upset. How dare you compare Peter Murphy to Neil Diamond? Growing up, I was force-fed Neil on road trips with my mom. Peter Murphy was a fresh breath of goth air. They should never be compared to each other because Peter Murphy is God. Hot sauce is the best. Love you, Annie. Neil Diamond is like her hilarious. He does, man. I'm telling you. That's just, yeah. Okay, here's another one. Unpopular opinions. My unpopular opinions are I brush my teeth with hot water.
That's disgusting.
Fucking disgusting. That's wrong.
Yeah.
That's morally wrong.
What's wrong about it?
Oh my God, Chad.
Oh no.
Are you kidding me with this?
What do you mean by hot water? Just
Bro, it says hot
What
water.
do you mean? What do we mean?
What else could that mean?
What other type of hot
I mean,
water
like,
are you using?
how hot are we
Fire.
talking? Like, what's wrong with using hot water?
Like hot water from the sink.
disgusting.
Even
Right.
warm water would be bad.
Yeah, I agree. It's
Interesting.
cold water
Oh, wait a minute.
to brush your teeth.
I thought you were saying only hot water. You mean just hot water, period?
I brush my teeth with hot water.
Are you rotating temperatures when you're brushing your teeth?
No.
No.
I thought that they meant only, as in like no toothpaste, just hot water.
Oh, no.
That's
no.
what I was
No.
thinking.
No, I'm taking this.
Okay.
I think they're saying this psychopath, Big Irv, that he likes hot water. and toothpaste. I think that's the problem. Is like mint doesn't go with hot.
Oh yeah, I definitely do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Never mind. My bad. Yeah. Hot water.
The
yeah,
fuck
hot
is
water's the
wrong
best.
with you freaks? Are you
Hot water's
brushing
the
in the
best.
shower?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense if it's in the shower.
Yeah, but even then, even when it's not, hot cleans better. You know.
Oh my god.
It's more clean.
That's the impression I get too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, fuck you guys. You're both
We're the
idiots.
normal ones.
Yeah,
Christina.
this is completely wrong. Ketchup shouldn't be kept in the fridge. It's never cold at a restaurant and tastes so much better than ketchup from the fridge at home. You know what? I think ketchup in the fridge destroys the integrity of the tomato. I don't think it tastes as good. Breadsticks are a ripoff. Why would I want not as good pizza with the rest of my pizza? This is true.
I agree with this.
I
yeah.
agree with this. And I never eat breadsticks with pizza. Why do you want breadsticks if you've got pizza?
Like, you want more of the crust? Like, who wants
But
that?
who wants crust?
Yeah,
Well,
no.
Sometimes you want less of the sauce.
What do
But
we
But
mean?
you dip
What do you mean?
breadsticks into the sauce, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
Just
doesn't
eat
have
it-
to be the marinara sauce. They could give you like garlic butter or something.
They're just eating
But,
bread and
yeah,
butter.
it's just
eh.
more
Yeah.
bread.
Like garlic bread. Y'all niggas never have garlic bread?
I love garlic.
Come on,
bread.
man.
all right.
Come on now.
All
I
right, you
love
got me.
garlic bread. Wow. Okay. Anything under that, just get pizza, you morons. Wow, that is really, this guy's got some real fire. Thank you, Big Irv. Jesus Christ. So let's do some Pazsitzky Effects because I had a few. Man, I had the biggest one ever. So my sister-in-law told me this trick a million years ago and I keep doing it. She goes, if you don't have any makeup remover, you can just take lotion and rub it on your face with some water and wipe it off and that'll take your makeup off. So my stupid immigrant head, I'm like, oh good, I don't have to buy makeup remover. I can always use this trick. And then I was like, wait a minute, I can buy makeup remover and then just make my life so much easier. And they even sell wipes with the stuff on it so you don't have to use lotion. Oh, God. So that was my Pazsitzky effect. Zolo, you said you had one.
Oh, I had a fun one. I was on a flight a couple weeks back, and growing up, I mean, I'm pretty young, so being able to drink on a flight's like
Oh,
new
it's
to me.
huge. Yeah.
But so growing up, I always liked the Bloody Mary mix. I know people don't like that. It's
the
very
spicy
controversial.
one or the regular?
Just whatever they have. And I always thought, like, this is an interesting, like, beverage to just offer everyone in the public. Like, why do they have this specifically? And 22 years later, I realized, oh, no, it's so people can make Bloody Marys. It's not, people aren't just drinking the mix like I was. And then I realized all the drinks they have really are just to mix with alcohol. Like, no one's drinking tonic water. No one's,
Oh my God, you just blew my mind. Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, no one's drinking
you're
tomato
right.
juice. It's all just to mix with booze.
Oh my God, you're right. Yeah, like who just drinks tonic water?
No one.
Well, they have virgin margaritas, virgin Bloody Marys.
Yeah, those
So
are for
people are-
idiots. That's what
But
decaf coffee is for. It's for idiots.
But yeah, then
Why do you like that?
They put like tequila in that, right? For the
They
normal
wouldn't be
people.
virgin anymore.
No, it's
I know, but like the mix is so you can mix it with
primarily
the booze.
for alcohol, and then those idiots drink it. They just want the sugar and the carbs without the fun, the alcohol.
Yeah.
Wait, it's like decaf. It's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Wow, you're right. Does anyone just drink tonic water?
No.
I'm sure some freak out there is like, wait a minute, tonic water is the best. I drink that shit every day.
What is tonic water exactly?
It's got quinine in it, and I know this because I drank these too much when I lived in England, and I got so sick. Google it, tonic water. It's so gross. Yeah, what is it?
All I know is it glows in fucking like a black light.
No.
I used to put those in cups.
Tonic water is a carbonated soft drink in which quinine is dissolved, originally used as prophylactic against malaria. Tonic water usually now has a significantly lower quinine content and is consumed for its distinctive bitter flavor and to get fucking faded, bro. So it's a prophylactic for malaria.
Yeah, and I think the reason, this might be wrong, but I think I heard the reason why gin and tonics became a thing is because tonic water tastes so shitty. People were like, let's put gin in this so we can drink and fight our malaria.
The British. It makes I
the
bet
British.
you anything. Like, yeah, they were colonizing India and they were over there and they were like, this tonic tastes terrible, mate. Oh, that's Australia. Let's put in a little bit of gin, mate.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how everything's invented for the stupidest fucking reasons like that? We can get faded and fight malaria.
Totally.
Dang. So crazy. Ugh. I hate that shit, dude. I hate gin and tonic. So wait, what was your first drink when you started drinking alcohol?
Probably beer. It took me a while to figure out cocktails I like. I like a Moscow Mule. That's nice
What is
and
that?
sweet. It's vodka and ginger beer and lime juice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
It's nice.
I remember when I started drinking, it was orange juice and vodka. That's like the first thing you learn when you're
Screwdriver.
13. Yeah. And then you move on to like a gimlet. You're like, oh,
Gimlet's good.
Gimlet. And I remember because Manhattans were my thing when I was like 20.
Ooh, old Chad's a Manhattan man.
Are you?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, you're so sophisticated.
No, not really.
No.
I like the well whiskey.
Chad's a man of mystery. I've seen your Instagram, Chad. You're one of those guys that like you don't really you're not too much of an oversharer, which is smart. You're like, I've been here, I've done some shit, but you don't overshare. It's very tactful. How old are you?
35?
Yeah, you're smart. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like to post too much about myself.
No, it's a good method.
Yeah.
Is this because you were in the education world?
No, I think I just over the years, like with traveling and like working in film and music and all that, like I've learned to kind of share my like art intentionally instead of just like blasting out everything.
I know.
So I've kind of just cultivated it, I guess.
Yeah, that's so smart. Well, all of you guys have good social medias. I stalk everybody on Instagram. Anyway, okay. Oh, here's another Pazsitzky effect I had. So we went out for Tom's birthday and we went to one of these fancy restaurants where they give you multiple courses. It's called a tasting menu and they give you literally like 17 courses or whatever. And by the end of it, I was like, oh, I can't eat anymore. And the waiter goes, well, that's why it's called a tasting menu. You just taste it. It's not called a finishing menu. And I was like, oh, fucking idiot. Like, you mean I could have just taken a bite and like moved on the entire time? And I was like, I'm going to finish everything on my plate. So yeah, if you ever go to a place where they have a tasting menu, you just have to taste stuff and then move on with your life. It's fucking stupid. Yeah.
I had another one too that made me feel real dumb.
Tell me.
So my stove in my apartment that I'd lived in for like 2 years, and I'm pretty sure every stove I've ever used, I've used this way too. I would like, you turn like the knob to like start the flame, and it's hard to describe, but like within like an inch rotation, it's at like the full flame.
Yeah. So
I would just adjust it within that one little inch. And then my girlfriend showed me, she's like, no, you can turn it like the full 360 degrees and there's all these like media. I'm like, wait. I thought it was just this little inch turn.
So you were going from like no flame to like tiny flame.
I would make the tiniest adjustments. Yeah. I thought that's all I had to work with.
It's so infuriating.
And then I'm like, wait, you can turn this whole thing. Wow. Yeah, that made me feel real dumb.
It's amazing. Yeah. I got into French cooking lately because I'm obsessed with the French. Because I'm gonna be 46 this year, and I was like, I'm gonna be 50. Like the next big one is 50. And how will I approach, aging nicely? And I don't really like how Americans view aging. I think they're like, you should stay 20 forever 21. Like you need to be high your whole life to be 20. And it's like, that's not practical or sustainable. And I was like, I love French women because they don't over Botox or fill. They don't do plastic surgery, but they still maintain their fuckability at every era of their lives. It's not like, oh, you're 50 and now you're just dead to the world. Like your vagina just disappears. Like you're just more, you're just a different category. And it's very common for like older women to have younger male lovers and stuff. And I was like, I love this. So I've been reading about French women and their culture and French cooking too. apropos our discussion of the stove, you're like, you get in a rut and you're like, I only eat these 5 different things. And I bought a recipe book and I'm like, oh, there's like fennel. Have you heard of fennel?
I like fennel. Fennel's
I do
good.
too. I love fennel.
Tastes like licorice.
It
That's
tastes
where
like
it comes from.
Yeah. Is that where it comes from?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh my God. And now I make things like fennel apple salads and it's so exciting. And yeah, you just get stuck in one way of being for so long. Oh, and also the French fat shame, apparently. Like in France.
As they should.
As they should. I kind of agree. They're like, especially for women, it's very important that you stay thin. And I think there's something to that because that's why the French women look so good. Everybody's fucking skinny. And it's societally imposed, like the billboards, everybody's skinny, and then your grandma will fat shame you and your mom will fat shame you once you have a baby. It's so fantastic. They don't even sell clothing over like size 8 or 10 in France. Like I read in this book, they're like, if you're a size 12 and up, good luck. You have to have your clothing custom made because they won't sell it at retail stores. Like it's like LA. I think LA is the same way. Like you can't find anything over like a size 8 in a lot of
Hollywood.
stores. Hollywood is the same, yeah. But I was at Bloomingdale's in Chicago and they got size 16, 18. They got all those sizes. So it is regional. But that's so true. Like when I go to Europe, like to visit my Hungarian relatives, they will fat shame you to your fucking face. Like, oh, you look terrible. You're so fat. And I'm like, oh shit.
I even got I got the opposite when I was growing up.
Shamed?
I got skinny shamed. Oh, you got to eat more. Why you're not eating? You starving this kid? What's going on? You hungry? You look hungry. What's going on? You sick? Every time.
I know. You're
Every
genetically gifted. You have that big dick problem, and I'm too skinny. I'm too skinny, and I'm too biggy dicky.
All right. I had a Pazsitzky effect. All right.
All right.
Sometimes I'm fucking stupid. All right. I have I don't know if you can see it, but I got an earpiece in now, the in-ear.
Yeah.
Instead of the overhead, because for the past, I'm gonna say 3 years that I've been working with you now.
Yeah.
Pretty much, if we have like 2 shows in a day, or 3, I'm guaranteed gonna get a headache by the end of it because these over ears are just slamming on my hat, which pushes on my temple. So by the end, I have marks on my temple going home, and I'm like, man, this sucks. Like I wish I could fucking do something about it. And literally this week, this is the first show you have ever seen me wear an earpiece. I just figured out I could not get headaches.
Yeah, I should just suffer.
Yeah.
Just keep suffering.
It's just, I guess this is just production. I chose this career. What am I supposed to do?
Yo, I know, and I feel like the older I live, the more I live, I'm like, there's got to be better ways to like everything I'm doing in my life, And that's why I see
so much shit I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, and it's funny because like I'll talk to my therapist, and she'll be like, "Yeah, you shouldn't do that. That's bad." Or like, "You don't need to do that." I'm like, "Oh. Fucking stupid." So fucking stupid. Now, anyway, I'm really into the French. French women don't get fat. That's the name of the book I got, and then she's got a great recipe book too, so you can eat well.
I went on a date with an older French woman in New York when I lived there.
Okay, Chad.
Yeah, she was cool. She was very European, very
How
nice.
old was she?
She was 47.
And how old were you?
I was 34,
Dang,
33.
this is just last year, bro.
Yeah.
So how did you meet Frenchie?
The dating apps.
The apps.
Yeah.
And did you put in your filters? You were like 40 plus, all good. Like what was the allure?
Just 40-year-old French women.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't usually narrow it down too much upward age range, but I do on below age range.
Okay, that's smart.
Yeah.
So you go out, and where do you guys go?
We went to a dive bar, which is kind of my go-to move.
Love, smart.
Yeah.
Did she smoke?
Yes, she did.
Of course. And did you smoke with her?
Yeah, of course.
Good. And was she like, I love young men?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
I love it. Well, tell me more. So did she come dressed? What did she wear? Was she skinny? Was she fat?
Oh, she was skinny. Yeah, she had a nice button-up shirt with like jeans, basically.
French.
But, yeah, she looked nice.
And she goes,
pretty.
Chad, she's smoking. You're in a dive bar, and she's like, "You an educator, Chad?" And then what did you say?
I said, "Oui oui."
Oui oui. And then she's like, do you like older women? You're intimidated by me being French?
And I was like, I mean, where my mom's at, am I right?
Stop it. So hold on. So did you guys bang? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You did?
Yeah.
Nice. So how did it go down? Like, did she just say it outright? Like, I want to bang?
I don't recall. I don't know if it ever comes out like that. It's more like, let's go back to, your my place. So it just kind of happens.
And then did she put some French moves on you you've never experienced?
I don't know about French moves, but she was very experienced, which was nice.
Okay. Well, go ahead. Elaborate. Like, how so?
Oh, boy. Telling tales out of school here?
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing?
She don't care. She don't listen to this.
That's probably true.
She ain't a mom.
She was a mom.
She was a mom.
Yeah. No, she was just very, open to experiment and
butt stuff. What? Did she
all
finger
kinds
your
of stuff.
Butt?
Actually.
She did butt stuff with you on the first date. Damn.
Yep.
No way. Ooh, French where my mom's at. Did she let you put stuff in her butt?
Yes.
Damn. Did she do stuff to your butt?
No, I wasn't really quite ready to go there
you
with
weren't
her.
Ready. Wow, this French chick. Nice. And did you see her again?
Yeah, a couple times.
And did you hook up both times or why didn't you form a relationship with her is what I'm trying to get at.
I think it was kind of understood that it was what the relationship was. And then,
I love this.
it's just, New York, it's like everyone's on to the next thing pretty much after the first date anyway. So like having seen someone more than twice is kind of, it's something,
I miss that, man.
Is that
I miss
right?
that. Cali's like that too. Texas don't work like that.
I miss that.
Texas don't work like that.
What do they work like? What's it like here?
They want to stay. They want to create families and shit. They don't even know who the fuck I am. They'd be like, yo, I remember that was I think I already said it. This was the first place I've ever, the conversation of like, I don't wear condoms. Like, that's fine. All right, but are you on the pill? Yes. What happens if both of those things don't work? It's like, whatever, I can't afford a baby. It's like, that's always the LA, that's it. End of conversation. Let's do what we're going to do. Texas is the only time that conversation is continued to the next question, where it's like, I don't know, I guess we'll have a conversation. I'm like, what conversation? This is the conversation. Well, what conversation do you think we're having?
This is it, bitch.
That was the point of this.
Dang. So do they let you bust nuts in them without a condom? Like, are they cool with it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
That's amazing that chicks are not afraid of anything anymore.
Is the abortion thing still?
Oh, in Texas? Yeah, you can't get one.
You still
here.
can't do. Oh, okay. All right.
No, I think you can do mail things. You can order certain things through the mail, if I understand correctly.
Right.
Wow, I can't believe Chad had a French lover. Like, let's just say Tom dies tomorrow. And then, oh my God, that'll be so great. And I'll move to France. And then my children will be fully grown. It'll be fine. I won't abandon them. And then let's see the Frenchmen. See, they're a little fey for my tastes. That's the thing. I'm not so into, like, I remember when Gerard Depardieu was considered hot, and I was like, that guy's a fucking mess. I don't know if you guys are too young to know who that pig is, but everyone thought this guy was hot in France. And I'm like, you guys are out of your mind. And then the American public fell for this horse shit too. I'm like, this guy's disgusting. I think you just like that he doesn't give a shit, and I think that's attractive. But he's a mess. Look at this guy. Who's like a hot French actor or a hot French guy? I don't know. But maybe I can bang. No, I'll live in France and then I'll bang like the English dudes. Like, they're kind of cute and weird. I don't know. Next lifetime, I should have been French. I feel. I don't know. I like their culture. I think it's wise to just be where you're at. Oh, there we are. Okay, that guy's cute. Yeah. I like that they smoke. I like that they drink. I like that they're vain. Oh, yeah.
You like these guys from like the Godard films?
No.
You don't like the older Frenchies?
Boring. I find them feminine. I don't know. Too effeminate for me.
Don't you like that, like
Americans.
Ryan Gosling type shit?
Yeah,
ain't he kind of feminine?
He is, but he's, I don't know. That's like, but he's like fitter than these guys. These guys don't exercise, you know?
So it's about the body more than the face.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, but I like Ryan Gosling's whole thing. He's like, I'm super hot, but I pretend like I don't know. Like I like the guy that doesn't know. He doesn't seem like he knows he's hot. What is this? What are we looking up?
Chad told me to look this up. He wants your guys from Gaspar No Films.
I was just suggesting he.
Oh, I like that guy on the right. What's that actor? I like weird guys. The guy on the right.
Oh,
in the
is
blue.
that the guy from Lahane?
I don't know, but I like this guy. He's French.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. I like weird. I think I like either weird, interesting, or very masculine, hyper. Yeah, him. I like him. That guy is cool. With the big nose. Big weird.
See, I wasn't trying to lead you astray, Zolo. I was sending you
Yeah,
somewhere.
he's cute. I like him. I don't know. Let's do another Pazsitzky effect. Do we have any voicemails? Let's listen to some. I like hearing people's voices.
We sure do. Hold on one sec.
Where my mommies, where my mom's at.
Hey, Mommy. This is Emily from New York.
Hi.
I just had a Pazsitzky effect for you because I am truly an idiot. I get enraged every time my shirt gets wet when I do the dishes. For some reason, I always get water all down the front of me, and it enrages me. And I have the thought that I can go buy an apron or something to keep the water off of the front of my body so I don't have to feel like a stupid idiot and change my shirt 6 times a day. I thought you'd enjoy that.
That's
so
smart.
have a good day. Bye, Hitlers.
Bye, Hitler. But then you have to remember to put on the apron because I too purchased one, and then I forget that I have it, and then I still get all wet. And then
I got a better solution.
What?
Take it off, baby. Just take
The
it
shirt?
off. Getting wet anyway. Just take it off.
Here's the problem: is that because I'm always with kids, and they make you so messy. I change my outfits like 5 times a day anyway. And I'll just be shirtless and, well, I don't want to do that. Nobody needs to see that. Okay. What else you got? Give me a voicemail.
Hi, Mommy. Hi, Booze Boys. This is Angela from Chomaha. I'm calling in with my Pazsitzky effect. I'm going on vacation, and I needed a new swimsuit, and I was looking at my options, and I said, oh, I really like this strapless swimsuit, but I am a big-titted animal, and if we do anything active-wise, I need something with straps to hold it in my mom tits. And I realized I can buy more than one swimsuit to go on vacation. I can buy multiple swimsuits
6.
and have a swimsuit for every day. So I am fucking stupid. So that is my Pazsitzky effect. You can get as many swimsuits as you want for vacation or summer or any time. Wow, I'm 40 years old and it took me that long to figure out. Thanks, guys. Bye.
And this is excellent. And I just learned this too, like 2 or 3 years ago, is that you're not beholden to one swimsuit for like 5 years. I used to like have one swimsuit and hold on to it forever. You can upgrade every year because what happens is they're made of like elastic, you know? So you wear them for a season and then especially if you're a big titted animal like we are, and then it stretches out the fabric and now you've got this loose piece of shit left, okay? So you know what you can do? I got them at Nordstrom and buy early in the season because these bitches are real competitive. I buy like 5 or 6 and then I'll get 2 different sizes. Just have them sent to the house. If you don't like it, you send it back. Nordstrom's great about it. And I don't get mom swimsuits anymore. Fuck that shit, dude. I'm not looking like a pig. I don't get bikinis because I think it's inappropriate for me, but I do get like foxy one pieces, okay? I don't give up. Don't fucking resign to having... it makes me so sad. The swimsuits for moms are just horrible. Like the tank, look up the tank top. Like you're not fooling anybody, first of all. If you're fucking fat, you're fat. And there's no way. Yeah, like the tank top mom suit is the worst where like it's a tank on top. It looks like
she looks pretty good.
But that's not what moms look like. Yeah. The tank top and the bottom, like, just get, there's this company called Miracle Suit where it makes you look 10 pounds thinner. The Miracle Suit, you know, it's like $150, but that shit will last you like 2 or 3 seasons. That's really good. Yeah. Miracle Swimsuit. I like that one. The tankini is depressing. Don't even tell me about a tankini. Go fuck your tankini. That is so depressing. I won't do it. There you go. Miracle Suit. Better than a regular swimsuit. They've got all kinds of good designs. make you look better. These are such mom suits. That's so embarrassing. Oh my God, it's so depressing.
Wait, which ones are the good ones? Because they all just kind of look the same.
Kind of mom suits.
Yeah.
I like the black one, the crossover. Like that's good if you're with your kids and you don't want your tits spilling out over your family. You know your in-laws are around you. Black is always the best because you always look skinnier.
Just anything black.
Yeah.
All right.
As far as this is concerned, now I go for full horror things when I'm just with my husband and I.
Nice.
Yep. I let the tits out. I let them fucking shine. I get it like sassy. Ugh, look at these fat fucking models. Look at her. Nobody wants to look like this. I'm telling you, there's nobody wants this. You don't want to think you look like this. This is why you buy
But
a
it's
nice
black. Isn't it slimming?
Shit pisses me off. Get the fuck out. That's the girl I want to. That's who I'm pretending I am when I'm in my mirror. That's who I am in my head. See, that's the picture you carry on the beach where you're like, I'm looking like this bitch.
She a little too skinny. Come on.
This fatso. Get out of here with this fucking bitch. Nobody likes this. Nope. There's one guy out there that's like, that's my jam. Nobody likes it. Nobody wants to be this big. God damn it. Get out of here, Zola, with that shit. Get out of here with that shit. Nah. I wish I could show you what I got. I mean, it is pure city, my tops. I get like the kind like, oh, you know in Scarface, Michelle Pfeiffer, she wears like those sassy one pieces. That's what I wear, but only around my husband and, you know, not like the whole family's there. Yeah, like those, you know, like 70s.
Okay.
She's cute. That's who I think I am when I wear my one pieces around. I smoke cigarettes. I pretend to smoke. I've been pretending to smoke cigarettes a lot lately because Tom's been smoking real. And then I'll be like, give me one of those. And then I'll pretend when I'm drunk. It feels good. But I get bored halfway through it. Okay. Well, that's cool. There she is. Fat models. Unreal. I won't buy the product if it's a fat lady on there. I'll be like, don't fucking sell me that.
We should start a movement. Boycott fat models.
I don't think this is good.
It's not going to go well.
I don't think this is going to go
Why aren't there fat male models? This is what I'm wondering about.
There's some. I've seen them.
Where? What clothing line?
Like Target and shit that has to
Fatsos?
like sell like the big and tall stuff.
Oh, big, but that's big and tall. That's not in the regular.
Well, that's what these people wear, right?
These people. Those people. Chad, I think you have an enlightened version. Oh, God. Well, this is different. These are just bears. These guys are cute. Plus size male models. Okay. They're cute, though. I think I like a little meat and cheese. Chad, am I unenlightened because I don't like fat models? Tell me where my thinking is wrong.
I don't think you're entirely wrong, but I think there's a place for it because, you know, you want to see what clothes might look like on your body type. But also, there's a level of it where it's just like forcing this like faux progressive thing in your
what
face
I don't
that
like.
I also am not into. So it's like it kind of goes hand in hand. So it's like
That's what I don't like. I think it's that we know that it's heavy-handed, it's fake, it's fucking forced. It's like, ugh, enough. Like I've been watching Bridgerton, which I'm a little disappointed because this season is not nearly as horny as season 1. And there's very modest things happening, which is kind of refreshing. But yeah, Bridgerton, Jesus Christ, it's so over the top. Like everybody is all ethnicities, which is nice actually. It's nice to make that a thing. But now I don't like the fat girl in it because I'm like, ugh, what's Penelope doing here? And she's like, I wonder why nobody likes me. I'm like, well, lose 50 pounds and then you'll get a date, Penelope. Now she's the outlier. No, I know. There she is. But anyway, yeah, it's good. Season 2 is good. I'm liking it. And then there's that girl, the one who's like, I'm a feminist. I don't want to be married off. It's like, well, listen, I don't know what imaginary year this takes place. Chad, what year does Bridgerton take place? 1800s? Victorian?
I have no idea what this show is.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you're not enough of a beta male to know what this is. So this is a Bridgerton. It's like a non-specific place and time, although it looks to be Victorian, 1800s. Okay, Regency period. There we go. And it's like a reimagining of what would be But anyway, there's the young girl who's like, I'm a feminist. And I'm like, bitch, listen. Back in the 1800s, you could either be a prostitute or get married well. So I think you should shut the fuck up and just marry well and dance with this duke at the ball. And it's like so annoying. Like, you need to go show her the streets of London, those mean streets where she's going to end up.
Wait, which one annoys you more, the fat one or the feminist one?
Well, the feminist one, because she complains about being too rich and like, oh, I don't want to do balls. Ugh. And it's like, yeah, but you're hot, you're young, and you're wealthy. What are you complaining about? You know, poor Penelope, she just, likes cookies and stuff, but she's successful because she writes. She's the secret writer or whatever on the show. But she's also like, why doesn't the guy like me that I like? Well, it's because we all know why. You know what I'm saying, Penelope? Why can't I get a date? That's the guy she's mad for, and he's not into her. And it's, someone needs to tell her.
Wasn't this actually an age where dudes did kind of like bigger, like
thick bitches? No. 1800?
I've heard this too.
Yeah,
I have heard this.
I thought that was kind of the era where that shit was. It was like almost the opposite. Where if you're skinny, it's like, oh, like you're poor, you know?
You put it pure, like Anna Delvey.
Anna Delvey.
I think so. You might be thinking of the Renaissance, maybe.
Oh, maybe. I mean,
there
I don't
was
know
a
shit about
time.
history,
Chad, when did they like fat bitches? Plus size. Plump size. No, because the Victorian was about being very skinny, I think.
I think historically it was sort of in fashion to be a little plump because it showed that you were able to get food, you had wealth.
Yeah.
It was like a sign of wealth. So I think for a long time that was the case.
Yeah. Yeah.
This says for about 400 years, between 1500 and 1900.
Wow.
Bodily weight and volume had strong visual appeal.
Dang.
Yeah.
And then by 1900, they're like, no fatties allowed, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Who wrote that article? BuzzFeed?
Always.
New York Times. But, yeah.
The world used to love fat women. Let's see it. I always thought there was a reason why we hated fat people. I saw this hatred within myself as it drove me into an eating disorder that irreversibly ruined my relationship. Listen. The world doesn't make you anything. Stop with this crybaby shit. Okay, so what's ancient Greece? Okay, so that's 1 million years ago. Come on. Before we had Instagram. Medieval. I told you, Renaissance. Yeah, get out of here.
Was the Mona Lisa fat? I don't think so. Maybe under that gown.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
She look a little thick.
She looks thick, like Billie Eilish. Right. Yeah.
A little bit of thickness.
Billie Eilish?
Billie Eilish thick. Yeah. That's why I read that Billie Eilish, she goes, I don't want to show off my body because I don't want people commenting on it. Like, oh, she's slim, thick, or she's whatever. When did it all change? Okay, let's see. Most recently than you think, due to corsets and other horrors of centuries prior. We often mistake skinny for being an ideal that has been held for centuries, but this simply isn't the case. Corsets were intended. Okay, late 19th century, the love of fat women begins to deteriorate. As an idealized woman became synonymous with a small waist, sloped shoulders, tapered fingers, slender limbs, and delicate feet. It was known as the steel engraving lady. Okay. Whatever. Frailty, weakness, absurd. Okay, enough. Get out, fuck out of here. Okay. So, way to go. Fat chicks are out. Well, that's not true. The Kardashians are thick, I would argue. They're very, just like nice looking, proportionate chicks. That's unattainable too.
I think it's very interesting that there was always the separation between thick and fat, where fat was kind of, it was unhealthy. It's like something that you don't really want to be. I feel like that line has blurred a lot.
Yeah.
Where it's basically, if you're big, you're thick, period. You got thick ass elbows, like, yeah, you thick. Girl, you thick. It's like, are you thick? Is that have we all agreed on this?
On what thickness means?
Yeah.
Would you say the Kardashians are thick?
Yeah, like obviously, like that's thick, and that's always been thick. But I think thick kind of and fat were always very separate. I think.
Yeah.
And now that line is kind of, we don't like what is thick, what is fat. It's almost like nothing's fat now. It's just everything's kind of thick. It's like you thick. You ain't fat, you just thick. Thick. All right. I mean, okay.
I don't find them
fat
very
versus thick.
I don't find them very attractive, actually. It's
what?
The
Kardashians?
Yeah, it's like a phony thick kind of thing.
Right. It's totally man-made.
Oh, right, because it's fabricated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild that became the gold standard for beauty, the Kardashian? And they really have, because if you look, all the girls line their lips now the same way, right? You make the Kardashian, the contouring, every girl's doing the contouring, the big eyelashes. This is Kardashian. And I think largely it's like the Instagram effect where people want to look like the filter. It's wild, dude.
Yeah, that baby filter.
The baby filter?
That baby filter really be fucking shit up. Let me tell you.
What's the baby filter?
Oh yeah, go ahead and look it up, Mr. Zolo. You'll see the baby filter. It's that song. It's like, and if you wanna know if I hate you, I do, because it's like it shows them before and after the filter, and it's always like insanely beautiful.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah. It's skinny nose, big lips, little eyes. It's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah, that's literal baby filter.
Yeah, this isn't it. I don't know what
it's called baby on Instagram. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. There
That's
you go.
it. Yeah, the hot
That's
girl
it.
filter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I tried this too. It's so funny. But this is the prototype now, yeah? This is what
Yes,
beauty
sir.
is now. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, I will note about Bridgerton, by the way, as multicultural as it is, the primary family is still white. So you're like, well, if you guys really wanted to be subversively multicultural, then why don't you make the primary family like the Indian family or the black family? But they still follow the white girl. But she's still the primary. So take that, Bridgerton. I take issue with you. You're racist. Bridgerton's racist. All right. Listen, this has been super fun. I love you guys. I'm very excited about my new set. Thank you guys for making this happen. It's super, super rad. Olga's here. She's mounted properly. And my TV's going. This is fucking dope. I'm super stoked to do my show here from now on. Thank you guys for listening, for watching. Subscribe to the show so you get notified every time a new episode drops. Come see me do stand-up. Watch my special on Netflix May 8th. And I think that's it. Until next time, stay cool, moms. Okay, bye, meows.
Where my mom's at? Where my mom's wearing thongs, hitting bongs at? Raising kids, cleaning shits, need a long nap. Where my mom's at?
Where my mom's at?